Welcome to Money Music, where you will learn about the big money in your vinyl records. I'm John Marshall, also known as Mighty John, the record guy from MoneyMusic.com. With me, the man who personally knows many of the rock and roll icons, my friend and legendary lawyer, Derry Rundlett.
Well, thank you for that. I'm ready.
You ready?
Yes, I sure
am. Are you ready, Freddie?
I got a good night's sleep. I've had a cup of coffee. I think I'm going to be pretty sharp on the trivia today.
All right. Now, at the end of the show, we will tell you how you can get the values for every Elvis, every Beatles record, absolutely free. No purchase necessary. Over 2,000 Elvis and Beatle records are on the list. Now, this podcast is not just for record collectors, but for everyone and anyone who seeks out treasures at yard sales, flea markets, estate sales, and thrift stores. Now, Derry, on today's countdown of 20 records worth $100 or more, number one on our list is a very popular Christmas record that can sell for $3,000. And you know the record very well.
Is it Rocking Around the Christmas Tree?
No.
White Christmas.
Hold on. We'll get there, all right?
Okay.
All righty.
It's a Christmas song.
It's a Christmas song.
And it's worth a lot of money.
$3,000. Now, here you go, Derry. In 1962, one of the songs on the Billboard Top 100 was inspired by First Lady of the United States, Jacqueline Kennedy. What was that song?
I have no idea.
Well, the original title was Jackie, but they changed the title because they didn't think it was, well, maybe it's not good taste to make, a song about the First Lady. So they called it what? It kind of sounds like you, Derry.
I have no idea.
Derry baby.
Oh, my God, Sherry.
Very good.
They were going to do Jackie?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Imagine what that would have, because Sherry was their first big hit, as we
right.
That was brought them to fame.
Right.
Wonderful song. It was in my top 100. And you're telling me that the guy that wrote that was going to entitle it Jackie?
Yes. I'm telling you that.
And who made the decision? Bob Crewe?
I don't know. Maybe,
Bob Crewe was
probably
big in the Four Seasons.
Yep. So 45 of Sherry can sell for $25 today. The album Sherry can now sell for $100. Do you have that one?
I do not.
All right.
Yeah.
In 1965, The Who recorded a song that expressed the anger and frustration of 1960s teenagers. Roger Daltrey stutters during the song.
Talking about my generation.
Now, the BBC said that it was offensive to people who stutter, and you've just proven a point.
But that's not the point.
Yeah, but you know why they did it? They did it to fit the meter of the music,
And it's a good shtick.
Yes.
Generation, it's a good shtick.
So they initially refused to play it on the BBC.
No way.
Now, the 45 up to $30, the album can get you $100 today. Now, Derry, there were many songs about cars in the rock and roll era. Can you name a couple?
Little Deuce Coupe, my little GTO, Drag City. I could go on for quite a few songs.
All right, go ahead.
Fun.
Fun.
Daddy took the T-Bird away.
Okay, we'll accept that.
Yeah.
How about Wilson Pickett?
Mustang Sally.
Mustang Sally.
I have a Mustang, and I had a thing on the back.
And I've heard people call you Sally before, so it fits.
Anyway, I put Sal on the back of my Mustang, and people go, "What's that mean?" I go, "Mustang Sally." So many people ask me, I took it off.
See, there you go. Also, you can include Pink Cadillac by both Bruce Springsteen and, who else had a hit? Pink Cadillac.
Pink Cadillac, no idea.
Aretha Franklin.
No, I wouldn't have guessed it, never.
From a Buick 6 by
Nope.
Bob Dylan.
Dylan the Buick 6.
But you named one of the most popular.
How about this one? Beep, beep.
Beep, beep, the Playmates.
Yeah.
Yes. Beep, beep. All right, now you named the most popular one, Little GTO.
Oh, that was?
Ronnie and the Daytoners.
Yes, one-hit wonders, I think.
Yep, now the 45 can fetch $25. The album can outsell for $100. And October 13th, 2012, B.B. Cunningham, one-time member of Ronnie and the Daytoners, is shot to death in Memphis.
What?
While a member of whose band?
What?
Do I have to repeat myself?
No, I'm incredulous here. What is it?
He was a member of the band with Jerry Lee Lewis.
No way.
Yep.
And this happened in Memphis?
2012, B.B. Cunningham.
I've been to the Jerry Lee Lewis's bar in Memphis. Quite an interesting place to go.
Let's see. How about in 1975, Freddie Fender hit number one on the Billboard Hot 100 with...
I Can Help.
I think that was... no, that wasn't Freddie Fender.
Wasn't? Go ahead.
And you can't help. Come on. Freddie Fender. Before the...
What?
Next Teardrop Falls.
I never would have got that.
Really?
No.
Now, he followed up with another hit called Wasted Days and Wasted Nights. That song was first recorded in 1959. However, upon his conviction of marijuana in 1960, the song and his popularity faded. But it's hard to keep a good man down and a good song. The version from 75 worth no more than $5, but that 1959 version, $150 today. Topps, T-O-P-P-S. What are they famous for, Derry?
Baseball cards.
Very good. And it came with what?
Gum.
And what was that brand of gum?
It was Bazooka.
Very good.
Oh, whoa.
You are on a roll.
Yeah.
But sometimes, instead of a Bazooka, there are other products included with the chewing gums.
Really?
Yes, and those were 6-inch picture discs, including I Can't Help Myself by the Four Tops and My World is Empty Without You by the Supremes, each worth up to $150 today.
Oh, my goodness. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, Gary, who was the best-selling recording artist of the 1990s?
Oh, my God. In the 90s, I'm going to do Madonna.
Second guess?
No.
Female?
No clue.
Mariah Carey.
Oh, no, I never would have guessed it.
Really?
And by the way, Mariah, God bless you. You're not the Queen of Christmas, Brenda Lee. Okay, let's get that straight, okay?
Well, Mariah had her first gold in 1990 and 4 consecutive number one hits with a 5-octave range. I don't believe Brenda has a 5-octave range.
No, she's got a 12-octave.
Yeah. Her single, We Belong Together, was named Song of the Decade.
What?
2000 to 2009.
Okay.
Now, in 2008, Sky Forward Records released her album, the a cappella album. The Mariah Carey a cappella album, easy for me to say, is worth up to $200 today. And that's only in 2008.
Wow.
So, getting closer.
Well, Mariah, your song is very good, but let's face it, you got beaten out last year. By the way, I'm willing to take bets with anybody on whether or not Brenda Lee will make it to number one again this year, 2020. She turns 80 in December.
Okay.
I'm hoping to go to her, see her on her birthday or around then. And I'm betting that Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree will hit number one again.
What was the first hit for Ray Charles, 1955?
I'm going to do Hit the Road Jack.
That was 1962.
Okay, I'm only 7 years off. Okay, I have no idea.
Georgia
on my mind.
No. I've Got a Woman. I've got a woman.
Yeah.
Way across town.
Oh, yeah, he did that?
Yes.
Wow.
Reportedly, Ray was listening to a gospel song and felt the pace would be good for a rhythm and blues song. And many consider I've Got a Woman as one of the first records that blossomed into what became known as soul music.
Yes.
So Ray, 45, released on Atlantic Records, up to $75. The 78 version, up to $200.
And by the way, do you know that he used to enjoy having physical relations with more than one woman at a time? He was one of his favorite things.
That was not on my calendar of events, Derry, but thank you for...
I think it's a chime in. It's not bad. It's just a true fact about him.
All right. Moving right along, boys and girls. Who was crowned Queen of Motown?
Well, that would be, Queen of Motown. Wasn't that Aretha? No.
She never recorded for Motown.
Oh, she never did? The Queen of Motown? I'm going to, Darlene Love. I have no clue.
She never recorded for Motown.
Okay, well, go ahead, Marty. You got me here. I'm done guessing your games.
The Queen of Motown was Mary Wells.
Yes, of course.
Mary Wells. Her biggest hit was what?
My Guy.
Very good. And her second biggest hit was?
I have no idea.
You Beat Me to the Punch.
By the way, I went to a Frankie Valli show in Vegas. And when he got out, and before he started, he goes, I want to notice 3 people in the room. Danny Hutton from Three Dog Night, and the other one was Mary Wells.
45.
The third person he noticed was Me.
Clean up in aisle 5.
Yeah.
Now, You Beat Me to the Punch, released on Motown, worth up to $200 with its picture sleeve. Do you know who else recorded for Motown? Somebody you would never imagine. She was a TV star, white TV star.
Shelley Fabares.
No.
Lucille Ball.
No. You're getting close.
Am I really?
Yes. Irene Ryan, Granny Clampett.
No way.
Recorded for
Granny
Motown.
Clampett. Unbelievable.
She'd be about right for you, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'd be a little young for me.
I can see you down by the cement pond with Granny. Irene Ryan, recorded for Motown.
She was quite a character.
Okay. Now, we feature many Elvis, many Beatle records, as they are among the most valuable. Love Me Tender was originally titled what, the movie?
Oh, yeah, it was a cowboy title, and I forget, but the minute you say it, I'll remember it.
The Reno Brothers.
The Reno Brothers, that's right, and they monopolized on Elvis, and he had a very small part, and then they had the giant, iconic picture in Paramount Theater, which is now the Hard Rock Cafe in New York City, and they tested the movie in front of an audience, I believe in New York. Oh yeah,
and of course Elvis dies at the end of the movie.
Yes, that's right.
His mother cried. She said, no, we can't have that ending. So they cut another version where Elvis didn't die.
I didn't know that, Mighty.
But the test audience hated it.
They wanted him to
So they
die.
said, sorry, Mom, he's going to die.
Oh, my God. And by the way, I said this on one of your shows, and I say it to arouse people's... I think that he was one of the better actors of all time. I really do. And if he'd been given decent roles, I think he would have been very good. And in Love Me Tender, he did a pretty good job.
Pretty good job. Yeah. Now, the 45, Love Me Tender, can sell for $75 if the RCA label pictures Nipper, the dog. That's the logo for RCA, that dog.
That little dog there, yeah.
His name was Nipper. If the dog is not pictured on the record label, the value jumps to $250.
Now, Mighty, who decides that? I mean, is it the number that we're done? Who decides that makes it and the other one doesn't?
I decide, okay? No.
That's a good answer.
Usually, in cases like that, they were printed at a different pressing plant.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, the 45 itself, if the picture sleeve is black and dark pink, at a $75. If the picture sleeve is black and green, at $100. If the picture sleeve is black and white, at $150. Too much to remember? All this is detailed in my record appraisal guide, available at moneymusic.com. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, anybody got to run home and look for that one. Especially if you're an Elvis fan. Go ahead.
Paperback Writer was another Billboard Hot 100 hit in 1966 for the Beatles. The picture sleeve is unique in the sense that it shows Lennon and Harrison playing left-handed, which they never did.
They're playing, and they did that on purpose, you think?
Yeah, well, just on that picture sleeve, yeah.
Oh, the picture might have gotten reversed or something.
Could have been, yep.
Yeah.
Now, released on Capitol Records, the 45 is worth up to $50. The picture sleeve by itself can sell for $250 today.
Just the picture sleeve. So, folks, I think one thing you got to understand here that I was not aware of, that you may have the record pristine condition, beautiful place, but Mighty's telling us that the picture sleeve itself, the record might not be worth anything. It might be just a picture sleeve.
Picture sleeve, $250 for
Yeah.
Now, Paul sang lead, while John Lennon and George Harrison provided background vocals by harmonizing what nursery rhyme?
Mary Had a Little Lamb.
No.
Okay. Old MacDonald.
Frere Jacques.
Frere Jacques.
Yeah, they could have used you. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sorry I missed that one, Alex.
Now, baby boomers everywhere remember their childhood.
Yep.
They still fondly recall the Howdy Doody Show and Clarabelle the Clown.
Yes.
There were 3 Clarabelles during the show's run.
Yeah.
The last to play Clarabelle was Lou Anderson. Now, host Buffalo Bob said that Lou was the best at entertaining the kids in the peanut gallery. Anderson was also a jazz musician. His album, Clarabelle Clowns with Jazz, can get you $300 today.
No way.
Who was the most famous Clarabelle.
Bob Keeshan, Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah, we got it. Oh, Captain
boy,
Kangaroo.
I'm on a roll here.
Yeah, there you
Okay,
go.
Alex, yeah.
1978, Jet Records released the single Sweet Talkin' Woman by
Don't know.
Electric Light Orchestra.
Oh, yes, okay.
Why do you always say yes after I tell you
Well,
what it
because
is?
my brain kicks into second gear.
Now, the original title was Dead End Street, not Sweet Talkin' Woman. And some words regarding that title can be heard on the record. I've been living on a dead end street. A store-bought copy of Sweet Talkin' Woman is worth not much more than $5 on black vinyl, $15 on purple vinyl, and $350 on red vinyl. Little things make a big difference.
Little things mean a lot.
Little things
Good title
mean
for a
lot.
song.
Roger Moore first caught the attention of the public on a TV
James
series.
Bond.
On a TV series.
Simon Templar.
Come on now, before that, Derry.
Oh, excuse me. Mission, I don't know.
One of the biggest TV series of all time.
Bonanza.
Well, there were two. He was on Ivanhoe,
Ivanhoe.
and Maverick.
Maverick. I never guessed Maverick.
Maverick, he was Bo Maverick.
Oh, he was Maverick's brother?
He was the cousin from England.
Cousin.
Cousin from England, Bo Maverick. I can't believe you didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Oh, man. Well, before he became famous as James Bond, he did play in the TV show The Saints.
No, Simon Templar.
Simon Templar.
Yeah, well, I got that one right.
Now, the soundtrack can get you $350 today. And you can get the value for over 10,000 soundtracks in my soundtracks guide available at moneymusic.com.
Amazing how that keeps cropping up.
Well, you know, it's on my mind. Now, the hits began for Lou Christie in 1962 with...
Gypsy Cried.
Very good. You're on a roll, Derry.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Now, that was followed by more smash singles
Two Faces of I.
and...
Lightning Strikes.
Very good. Oh, my gosh. Now, next up would be his last hit.
I'm going to go Rhapsody in the Rain.
I can't believe this guy. Huh? He's
I got it.
amazing.
I got it.
You got it.
Yeah, I actually met Lou Christie. Nice man.
Now, Rhapsody in the Rain would also become his most controversial. Do you know why?
Oh, yes. He goes, the beat of the windshield wipers together, 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 and that implies that they're moving through a physical relationship to some point.
No.
I'm wrong?
It was because of the words making out in the rain.
Oh, I thought it was together, together, together.
You're like a record that skips. You never stop.
That's what I mean. I remember. This is a true story, folks. I remember being in a car
Making out in the rain.
with a beautiful woman from Georgia. From Kentucky. Her name is Georgia. And I remember that song was playing, and we were making out in the rain. Georgia Palmer, if you're out there listening,
Yeah.
give me a call. I'd love to see you again.
Now, versions had to be recut, replacing the objectionable lyrics with "Fell in Love in the Rain."
Fell in love in the rain. Okay.
Despite that, Christie's next single, "If My Car Could Only Talk," continued the passion of the two lovers in Rhapsody in the Rain.
Well, thank you for that one.
Now-
Next time I see Lou, I'll tell him about that story.
Rhapsody in the Rain can sell for $50 with its picture sleeve. The 45 of If My Car Could Talk can sell for $400 with its picture sleeve. Many say that George Jones was the greatest country music singer of all time.
I've heard that. Yes.
Waylon
Amazing.
Jennings. Waylon was quoted as saying, "If we could all sound like we wanted to, we'd all sound like George Jones."
Isn't that something? He'd say that, yeah.
With more than 150 hits, his best-known hit, "He Stopped Loving Her Today."
Yes.
His most valuable album, The George Jones Story, worth up to $400. Now, did I tell you I met Waylon Jennings?
No, but I that's one guy I would love to meet. Tell me about that.
Well, I'm not sure he was happy to have met me.
Really? Why?
Well, I was backstage at a concert.
Yeah.
Waylon and his wife, she had a hit called "I'm Not Lisa," Jessie Coulter.
Yes.
Yes. So I said to him, "Boy, Waylon Jennings, I've always wanted to meet somebody who knew Buddy Holly." And he said, Buddy Holly, what about old Waylon?"
Oh my goodness. He thought that was strange for him to.
Well, and his manager pulled me aside and said, "Don't talk about Buddy Holly to Waylon."
Okay.
So he went on stage, and his manager said, "Come over here." So, all right. He said, "You got to understand that Waylon Jennings was on that tour in
And was supposed to be on
1959.
that plane.
No, he wasn't supposed to be on
But
the
was
plane.
gonna.
He was sorry that he couldn't get on the plane.
Right, yeah.
And he said to Buddy before the plane
That's right.
took off.
I hope it crashes.
And Buddy said, I hope your bus breaks down. And when the plane crashed, Waylon was never the same again.
Never the same.
So he never wanted to talk about Buddy Holly.
Dion does a 1 hour special where he talks about that night, talks about how it affected him because he was supposed to be on the plane, but they wanted $35 and he didn't want to spend it. So he gave his position to Richie Valens. And I know the story about Waylon saying that, I hope your bus breaks down, well, I hope your plane crashes. And that did affect him greatly. And I can see why it would.
Sure. He was a great artist.
Yeah.
Tommy James and the Shondells, one of the most popular bands of the day, with classics like I Think We're Alone Now and Moni Moni.
And It's a Mirage.
But it all started with
Hanky Panky.
Hanky Panky. Now, the song was first released in 1964 on Snap Records and became a regional hit in Michigan. By the time the song became a national hit, 2 years later, the band had split up. And Tommy James then had to put together a whole new band called the Shondells.
Yes.
So the hit was a smash for Roulette Records and worth about $20. But that original on Snap Records can get you $500 today.
Mighty, I have to tell you, when I went to college week in Florida in my junior year, we went into a restaurant. It wasn't a bar, a restaurant. And the song, I Think We're Alone Now, came on. And I said, oh, my God, we're number 2 down here. And the waitress came over and said, well, who are you? I said, well, I'm Tommy James, and these are the Shondells. And she thought, and so I signed autographs for the rest of the afternoon.
Well,
Tommy, I'm sorry.
Yes, that's right. Do you ever read the book, The Mob?
I have not, but I want to.
Yes, well,
And by the way, he does a show on XM that's fantastic.
Yes.
He does it every Sunday night, and it's very good, folks. Tommy James, a true artist.
On October 6, 2011, we built this city on rock and roll.
Bay City Rollers.
By Starship.
Oh, Starship, excuse me.
Is voted what in the 1980s poll by Rolling Stone magazine?
Best song of the 80s.
Worst song of the 80s.
What?
Yet its $5 value may attest to that. Now, before the band was Starship, they were known as...
Jefferson Airplane.
No. Before they were Starship, they were known as Jefferson Starship.
Okay.
Before that, they were Jefferson Airplane.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Alex.
And the album, Jefferson Airplane Takes Off. That's where the money is. If you have a copy, it can sell for $75 if there are 11 songs on the album. But if there are 12 songs, then it jumps to $700.
Wow.
Yes.
There you go. Look for that. Look for that 12-song album.
Now, Derry, I know you love doo-wop.
I do.
Who recorded There's a Moon Out Tonight?
The Elegance.
No.
The Limelighters or whatever.
Are you done?
I'm done.
The Capris.
Oh, sure. Okay.
There's a Moon Out Tonight.
Now, There's a moon out tonight.
Yeah, I think that's the version. I'm not sure.
Close.
It was released by a local New York City record label called Planet Records. Without the proper means to promote the single, copies were left on the junk pile, so to speak. However, in 1960, a copy came to the attention of a New York DJ who played it on his show, and a smash was born, reaching number 3. Most copies sold on Old Town Records are worth up to $50, but an original copy on that Planet record label can get you $1,500 today.
Boy, you got some big ones in there today.
Big ones.
Yeah.
Now, Layla is one of the great classics in rock and roll history.
Yes, Eric Clapton, Derek and the Dominoes.
Derek and the Dominoes. It featured both Clapton and who else on guitar?
Oh, I don't know.
Dwayne Allman.
Oh, really?
Dwayne Allman.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, the 45, worth no more than $10, but the Layla album, released on Polydor Records, can sell for $125 today. And the same album on Atco Records can sell for $50, but a promo copy on Atco could sell for $2,000.
Wow.
Again, those promo records, they end up in yard sales and flea markets all the time.
Yes.
So if you see a record with those words, not for sale or promotional copy, you probably want to grab it.
That's advice we can give at least every other show, folks. Those copies that you think might not be worth something, if your father worked in a radio station or your cousin or whatever, they've got those records somewhere. You go down and see if you can take a look at them.
Now, you say you want more Elvis records. On September 8th, 1971, the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences presented Elvis with the Bing Crosby Award.
No way.
Besides Crosby, the only other recipients of this prestigious award have been 4 other people. Can you name any of them?
I'm going to go Frank Sinatra.
That's one.
Oh, I got one of them?
You get.
Bobby Rydell.
He got the Derry Rundlett Award.
Yeah.
This is the Bing Crosby Award.
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
Duke Ellington,
Okay, wouldn't have guessed him.
Ella Fitzgerald,
No.
and Irving Berlin.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed any of those, but I'm glad I got Frank.
Okay, now Crosby, of course, best known for White Christmas.
Yep.
Elvis, best known for
Blue Christmas.
Blue Christmas. Released on Decca Records in 1942, White Christmas has sold over 100 million copies. And perhaps that's why a copy is worth no more than $20. Blue Christmas was released by RCA in 1957, but at that time, only promo copies were released to radio stations.
Oh, my goodness.
And it still made the charts. So, promo copy, Blue Christmas, $3,000
No
today.
way. Unbelievable.
So you won't have a Blue Christmas if you have a copy of Blue
You
Christmas.
certainly won't.
Now, in the 70s, they released it as a 45,
That's right.
but worth no more than $30 or $40.
Okay.
So that's it. Now remember, you can find the values for all your records at moneymusic.com. And if you email me, we will send you the values for every Elvis and every Beatles record free. No purchase necessary. Over 2,000 Elvis and Beatle records are on the list. Just comment in your email that you heard Derry and I on the podcast. My email address always posted on the homepage at moneymusic.com. Did you have something else you wanted to add?
No. That's a perfect ending to a perfect show.
moneymusic.com.
Go, mighty John, go!